Matthew chapter number 8, verse number 28. And when he was come to the other side into the country of the Gerasenes, there met him two possessed with devils, coming out of the tomb exceedingly fierce, so that no man might pass by that way. Now we can see verse number 28 is really the very next thing that Christ intended to do after verse number 18. We can see verse number 18. And when Jesus saw great multitudes about him, he gave commandments to depart to the other side. Now, hypothetically, if we skip down, and when he was come to the other side into the country of the Gerasenes, so you can see here plainly where verse number 19 through verse number 27 was unplanned items that happened to Christ's schedule. Unplanned items can happen to any one of our schedules. We can see verse number 19 where the two individuals that were caught up with the multitudes, caught up with the glitz and the glamour. One of them was so excited, he told him, Lord, I will follow you anywhere. Then Christ had to let him know, basically, Christ let him know there is a price to be paid. The foxes have holes, the birds have nests, but I don't have anywhere to lay my head. You're seeing all these people, but I have to pay a price. Then the next one said, I will follow you, Lord, but let me first go bury my dead father. Then Christ let him know, put me first. Then, as they actually entered into the ship to go to the other side, we know about the great wind storm that attacked them on the sea. And the boat looked like it could have drowned. But Christ rebuked the wind. And now we get down to verse number 28, where they finally make it to the country of the Gerasenes. And let's pause here for a quick minute. You can read this on your own. We find that the country of Gerasea, and you can read this on your own, is a place on the east side of the Sea of Galilee, which is known as the Sea of Tiberias in the New Testament. And we know that this story is accounted for in Luke, Matthew, and Mark. And we can read also that this was referred to the country of the Gadareans or Gerasenes. So if you read this in another book, you'll know you're talking about the same general region. Now, this particular region, like we said, was on the east side of the Sea of Galilee, the Sea of Tiberias, and it's over here, and here is the actual location of Gadara, and Gerasea was another town not that far. So you'll know the general proximity of where Christ and the disciples was. This was considered to be Gentile country. And this was part of the Decapolis, 10 different cities, Roman, Greek, Greco-Roman cities, the Decapolis. So this was part of that region all the way over here. So now Christ is over here with his disciple, and it says, two men met him, possessed with devils. Now the other book's account states that there was one individual, but one or two, we still know we were dealing with someone that was demonic. Can you imagine this man possessed by all these demons, and they're trying to bind him or bind them because they were so fierce they wouldn't let anyone even come by. But the thing that is missed in the beginning part of the story, and this picture does a wonderful job of illustrating, is the anguish on that man or those men's faces. of being possessed with all of those demons, being tormented day and night by those evil spirits, not giving them rest, just having them run to and fro. What a terrible, terrible state that man or those men had to deal with. Naked in the tombs, violently attacking people. Several men couldn't contain one. Fetters of steel would be snapped off. Supernatural strength from the powers of darkness. But there was someone that had healing in his wings. God, we bless you and we give you the glory. We give you all the honor. Thank God.